Do you have a 2-pack or maybe even a 4-pack, but you're struggling to build your lower ab? Lower abs are the hardest thing to develop when it comes to building your physique, but you can actually target your lower abs with optimized training techniques. In this video, we're going to discuss 2 techniques that you need to implement to build your lower abs, along with the bonus tip at the end of the video, so be sure to watch all the way through. Now, without wasting any time, let's jump into the first strategy, which is to incorporate lower trunk flexion during any ab exercise. Now, this may seem pretty obvious, but too many people mess this up when it comes to lower ab training. Lumbar flexion is crucial for effectively engaging the lower abdominal muscles during exercise, and it refers to the movement where the lower spine bends forward, bringing the pelvis and ribcage closer together. By emphasizing lumbar flexion, you're ensuring that the lower rectus abdominis is activated to a higher degree, allowing for more targeted muscle engagement and development. While most people perform lower ab training with the right intention, if you're not incorporating this lumbar trunk flexion, you're ultimately going to be working primarily the hip flexors. Take hanging leg raises, for example. If you're performing the exercise like I am here, you're essentially doing a hip flexor workout rather than targeting your lower abs. If you're not lifting your legs above 90 degrees of hip flexion on this exercise or any lower ab workout, your lower abs are only contributing slightly to the performance of each rep. However, once you move past that 90-degree point and focus on rounding your lower back, the emphasis shifts to the lower abs, and you'll notice the difference right away with this small tweak. This strategy can and should be incorporated in any ab exercise where the upper body is fixed, but the lower body is moving. Some specific examples include the leg raises like we already mentioned, mountain climbers, reverse crunches, plank marches, and many other exercises. Next, let's discuss the second strategy of this video, which is to start training your transverse abdominis. When most people think of ab training, they tend to think of the rectus abdominis, the muscle that is often referred to as the six-pack muscle, as it's the most prominent and superficial. However, our core is made up of several different muscles along with the rectus abdominis, such as the external and internal obliques, the transverse abdominis, the pelvic floor muscles, and smaller spinal stabilizers. Specifically for the transverse abdominis, it lies deep to all the other muscles that I mentioned. It completely wraps around the torso and provides significant spinal stability. And because of this, it plays a big role in your overall ab appearance. While you cannot see the transverse abdominis externally, if the transverse abdominis is weak, the abdominal wall bulge, obscuring the definition of the rectus abdominis, even if the outer layer of fat is reduced. Strengthening this muscle helps tighten the midsection, pulling everything inward and creating a flatter, more toned appearance. And on top of this, a strong transverse abdominis enhances the performance of every other ab exercise out there, because it provides a stable base for the rectus abdominis and the internal and external obliques to work. When performing movements like crunches, leg raises, or planks, properly engaged transverse abdominis stabilizes the spine and pelvis, allowing for better form and greater muscle recruitment. This improved control during core exercises not only reduces the risk of injury, but it also ensures that the rectus abdominis is worked to its full potential, which is key for building visible ab definition. Additionally, the transverse abdominis plays a critical role in your posture, which contributes to the overall appearance of your abs. Poor posture can make the abs look less defined even if the muscles are well developed. Looking at this picture of me, you can see that no matter how developed my abs are, poor posture negatively impacts the overall appearance. Strengthening the transverse abdominis helps correct this poor posture by taking us out of that compromised position. And while it's important to understand that strengthening the transverse abdominis won't fully correct chronic postural deficits, it will definitely put you on the right track, and it's a great start. Okay, that was a lot of training on why we need to train it. Now, how do we actually do it? First things first, targeting the transverse abdominis takes a lot of mind-muscle connection, and it can take a while to effectively activate this muscle. So with that being said, as it gets easier to contract, you can start incorporating this contraction in other ab and resistance training exercises. And now for the exercise to actually train our transverse abdominis. You need to start by finding a surface slightly above hip height that you can lean onto. This will provide upper body stability and support, along with lower extremity support since both feet are fixed on the ground. Now you're going to imagine that you're sucking in your belly button towards your spine. You want to pair this movement with a slow inhale, which can help increase the force of contraction produced. Implement a short 1 to 2 second pause, then exhale as your stomach returns to the starting position. Try and perform 3 sets of 15 reps every day, and I guarantee that you're going to feel a soreness that's foreign to you because the transverse abdominis is working hard. And like I just mentioned previously, as this becomes easier and easier, start implementing it into other ab training exercises. And now that we discussed the 2 strategies to build your lower abs, let's discuss the bonus tip that I mentioned earlier in the video. Because if this tip isn't implemented, you might as well skip the first 2 strategies because it's far and away the most important out of the 3. However, before we get to that, if you're enjoying the video so far, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more fitness videos and content just like this. According to YouTube analytics, only 10% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed, so please bring that up if you don't mind. It's free and you can always change your mind later. And now back to the bonus strategy. And the strategy that we're gonna discuss is optimizing your nutrition. Your abs are made in the gym, but they're shown in the kitchen. And this is a principle that you need to recognize and accept if you want a six-pack. And technically, everyone has a six-pack, no matter how deep down it is. But if you have a high body fat percentage, it doesn't matter how defined your abs are because you're not gonna see them. Optimizing nutrition and starting a weight loss journey is very overwhelming, and many people don't even know where to start. So check out this full video that I made here where I discuss weight loss and nutrition tips if you truly want to achieve your dream physique.